Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. This is Daz back with another review video, and this one's more of a retrospective than a review. It's been a few months since I got the LG G Watch R. What I'm going to do is share with you my experiences over the last 3 months and sort of give you a quick start guide to Android Wear. And so the first tip is that the Android Wear app ecosystem, as it were, is fairly small. And so just go ahead and just download all those apps, because this is going to be very important for moving on. Because to begin with Android Wear, you're not going to be using it daily like you would be in real life, and so your battery's going to get hit hard in the first few days. So let's just get everything out of the way now. Let's download everything, and then have a little play around, give everything a couple of seconds of your time, and then just use it like a watch, just allowing for notifications, and see which of those apps that you downloaded you go back to. And so now 2 days in, what you're going to want to do is actually get rid of everything. Get rid of all the apps except for those that you've used in the last 2 days. And this is really important because all those other apps are just chewing up storage space, and some of them potentially could be using battery. And so now we want to get the Android clean again, but with those apps that you actually find it useful. Talking about apps, numbers of apps, one thing I'm going to highly recommend here is that if we go into settings, you'll see that there's this little option that says refresh everything. Don't touch that unless you want to re-download all apps. It does not mean check for new updates, it means re-download all. When it does that, you can't cancel it. Here's just something to bear in mind about the current state of the Android App Store. There are lots of games on there, most of them suck. There's no point in having them on your Android Wear device at all. They're just clogging up space, making it hard to navigate around, and you're not ever going to play them. A key thing, especially with the G Watch R when you've got an always on mode, is to make sure that you use a different brightness for dimmed than for your active watch face. Think about how you're going to be using your watch, because you've got very little control over that dim display. And also for the active, you just don't want to be burning through your battery with unnecessary brightness as well. One thing I will recommend, remember this is a mobile thing when you're out walking about, and sometimes you will need to be able to, you're going to need to use the time. And so learn for your particular device what you have to do a hard reset, or a soft reset even. By what button press is it? Is it a long hold? Are you looking for some sort of response on the phone from the watch to know that you've done it correctly? Because at some point, if it does crash out and you've got no screen, and it's maybe burning through battery as well, something's stuck in a loop and it's getting warmer, you're going to want to actually reboot that. Finally, if you're looking for new watch faces, which inevitably you will be, you're going to go onto Face Repo, and especially if you're starting looking at the total over time and all the legacy watch faces, you're going to notice that there's more to do with Facer. Don't let that sway you. Watchmaker is actually now the way better platform, and so you should be building in Watchmaker. There's just more features, they tend to use best power, and also the general attitude from development point of view. Watchmaker gets an update maybe once a week with actual useful bug fixes if there are any bugs, but also new features, new assets, new elements. Facer has an update after several months, and all it does is adds copy protection to make it a nightmare to download watch faces built in Facer. You can't change the elements. The problem with that, there's a lot of watch faces built in Facer that take no account for the dim display on Android Wear devices, and so pretty much all that you download, especially if you've got a G Watch R or another always on display, basically all of them except the 360, you're going to want to create a new display for dim. Okay guys, that's me. It's a little update. There's going to be some more reviews coming back soon, but I hope that's been interesting, and I hope that helps any new users. Thanks a lot, see you soon.